So Castle of Old Wick is located in Caithness in the north of Scotland, just south of the modern town of Wick. The form of the castle is quite interesting. It's located on a promontory poking into the sea, surrounded by cliffs. It's quite a striking setting. There are three kind of areas of the castle which is quite interesting from its architectural perspective. There's the stone tower, which is ruined but survives to a decent number of floors. That is quite plain, not too much decoration, quite difficult to date. So that's the first part. The second part is a sequence of turf-covered building remains that are strewn out behind the tower on the back of the promontory as it runs towards the sea. And at the very end of the promontory is a third part of the complex of the castle, which is an enclosure which looks like it may have been for animals or perhaps for a garden. So our thinking of the castle is not very strong. Well, it hasn't been until very recently. It was looked at first in great detail in the late 19th century, and since then it hasn't been explored to the kind of level that would really help change our understanding of it. So we've got some very basic ideas about when it was built, what its history was, etc. In 2016, Piers Dixon of Historic Environment Scotland led a comprehensive earthworks and standing building survey of the castle, the first time it had been looked at for a while, and part of that was to try and improve our understanding of the buildings and of the history of the castle. And during that survey, intriguingly, we identified what looked to be a small piece of timber protruding from within the inside face of part of the tower, quite high up, and that timber looked like it was located within a built socket halfway up the wall face of a room. And we know it was part of a room and not part that this socket was not part of the flooring, because there was a series of joist holes for a floor above the location of this socket and also below. So it's not to do with flooring. And what happens next with that timber is what we're going to talk about today.